We have a Travis Kelce marriage update. It's not what you're hoping, though. Travis Kelce has stated that he does not believe in people getting married in the fall whatsoever. This was in the New Heights podcast, of course. Him and his brother Jason, they were discussing wedding season, and he said that he doesn't think people should get married in the fall, and so he doesn't want to get married in the fall. Many of us might assume that that's because football is going on, right? Like, one, he'd be busy playing football, but two, he might sympathize with football fans that don't want to have to make the difficult choice. Do I go to the wedding? Do I pay attention to the wedding, or do I go to the game?
Right.
Do I have to miss the game entirely? I have to put my phone away and get the wedding. But it's nothing to do with that. He just seems to, in one form or another, feel like fall wedding season is cursed.
He just doesn't like it overall. He does point out that, if you are a football fan, it's not only something where like the wedding impacts it. It means every anniversary could also fall during like a big game day.
Hey, that's a good point.
And so he does point out the football aspect of it. But yeah, it just seems overall like he's just like fall is off limits. He's like, I'm okay with even a February wedding, but fall, no.
Yeah. I mean, I'm with him. I've said for a long time that you really, what are you thinking getting married if you live in any state that has a big college football team? Even if you don't care about football at all, there are people in your family and people that you will invite. As much as they love you, they're going to be really upset and have to make a very difficult choice where they'll probably choose you, but
they won't be happy about it.
They'll be very upset. And weddings are supposed to be happy, fun times.
Right.
And you've got an entire summertime where you also don't have, I guess, the fall, you don't have to worry about weather impacting it as much either. But I know like the summer and the winter feel like more big for weddings, right?
I think the spring and early summer are the biggest seasons for weddings, because I know they always say, like May and June are like the wedding seasons.
Yeah.
You get lots of invitations for weddings if you're, in that age group of like friends are getting married or whatever. So yeah, I think that's typically the season. But recently, fall weddings have become more of a thing.
Yeah, which is problematic.
As an Ohio State fan, I will say I have had to have those moments before where it's like Ohio State or wedding. And it's like, I don't want to choose, I love both.
Why would people put you in that position?
Yeah, it stinks. Don't do that to someone.
Yeah, it's you quite possibly you're just really taken away from the excitement of your own wedding when you do that.
Right. You can't match the hype, right?
Yeah, exactly. Now, some that get married, I'm sure, would say, well, first of all, it's my big day, so I do what I want.
Right.
Some do that. Also, some say there's football games every single year. There's multiple of them. I only get hopefully only one wedding my entire life. So which is a bigger deal? Which is why people pick your wedding over the game, but they're not happy about it, and you don't have to make them make that choice. Now, the one thing that you have to consider is if we all adhere to the no fall weddings stance, this plan, and everything gets consolidated into the summer months, which is when weddings should be. But then you could have people. Then you'd have to choose between two weddings.
Yeah,
which
that's
one do
a
you
problem.
go to?
That's a problem. You don't want that.
You run out of venues.
Right. That's what I was thinking too. There's no way you could do that because the venues would be all booked up for the next, 100 years. But I will say if I were to plan a fall wedding as an Ohio State fan, guess what? The schedule comes out early.
That's true.
So early, so in advance that you can look and see when's the bye week and schedule it then.
People pick their dates far in advance, but if you're picking your dates so far in advance that you don't even know the football schedule,
that might be a bad sign.
It's too far in advance. Why are you even saying you're getting married at that point? Right. That shouldn't even count.
Yeah.
So we're with Travis Kelce on this one. He says also too that he just doesn't know anybody that's married that happily married that got married fall.
They've all broken up or something. Oy.
So that could be, take that into consideration too. But we're with him. While you're here, you should watch more of our videos and subscribe so you don't miss what we do next.